Okay, so what we have here is a PlayStation 1 that I got from eBay recently, and as you can see, there is this white paste. I don't know what exactly it is. If you look closely, there's some white paste on it that, for whatever reason, this original owner, I don't know if the seller put the paste on or recovered it, like saved it from being tossed out, but regardless, I'm going to try remove this plaster or this paste, whatever the hell it is. So we might as well get a start. I've got my iFixit toolkit right here. Well, it's all technically right there, but I've just moved it around. So my main approach, the way that I'm thinking of going about this is I'm going to disassemble the entire console, which I'm probably going to need my laptop for this. The last time I disassembled a PlayStation 1 was when I was cleaning my own PlayStation 1. Just did a deep, thorough clean, but that was like a couple of months ago, so it's been a long time. So might as well just get started, just crack this thing open and then go from there. If I can close this thing. Actually, probably not the best idea because yeah, that's the paste also along where the disc tray goes along the edges. So not exactly ideal to close this thing, but gotta work with what I got. So let's get started. Okay. I mean, at the very least, it gives me a very nice fold-up stand to work off this. So this is a SCPH7502 revision model PlayStation. So it's actually slightly newer than my actual PlayStation that I've had since like I was a kid. So that's actually nice. I know apparently that these revision models are very well known for their reliability in terms of the disk drives, because they replace the plastic components of the laser with metal ones, which is very, very good, and it actually improves reliability. So I really want to try restore or like save this disk drive, because whatever this hard paste is, it's also gotten onto the actual laser itself, like the top part of the laser, which is not good. But what I'm going to try to do is just disassemble everything, all of the parts, and I'm going to try my best to scrape all of it off without damaging any of the components, which I hope I can do, because it would really suck to have this PlayStation have to go to waste, or have parts go to waste because of this. Now to try to, oh wait, I just will try to, oh jeez. See, even that's got, who is the evil bastard who thought, yeah, I'm gonna put hard paste on this PlayStation. So I've got a tool here. It came with my iFixit toolkit that I'm probably just gonna use. See, they've caked up the whole back ports too, aside from the power, which is, at least that's generous of them, but still doesn't justify this cruel act. Probably gonna scratch it. Unfortunately, I kind of have to scratch the console to an extent. Okay, that's something. Someone must have really hated this PlayStation in particular to do something like this. Or maybe it's cursed, I don't know. There we go. Just broke a little piece of the plaster off, or paste. It's like I'm an archaeologist or something, trying to recover this artifact. But the PlayStation is a treasure. Alright, anyways, let's try to... See, the problem is I can't exactly separate because of this. Because of this part here, this port is covered up. Well, it's got the paste on there, so trying to separate this thing carefully. Oh. Oh, there we go. That did it. Just brunt force, I guess. Everything looks fine. Comes to this part. That's all good. Okay. Power, so everything inside looks pretty clean, so that is a reassurance that I so desperately needed to see. So let me just move some of these tools now. My workplace is going to be a mess, but that's a given when it comes to restoring these works of art here. Jeez, you can really, oh, here we go. There you go. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Yeah, there was a reason why there was some difficulty. They even pasted the inside of it. Holy moly. Okay. Well, might as well just, so power supply we can leave as is. That's perfectly fine. Let's remove the disk drive from its position. There we go. We're gonna work on this. This is gonna be the challenge, I feel like. This is gonna be the most challenging aspect of this, because this is the very thing that we need in order to get this console working. And it is gooped up. All right, yeah, I just remembered. So when I was a wee little boy, I actually tried replacing the laser off my PlayStation 1 with a new one. It's not the official OEM drive, but I mean, if it means getting the console to work, I am willing to do it. There's some spare pieces. You can see already the means of destruction that I caused. So yeah, right here. I mean, we could really just swap these pieces out. I mean, I could clean it. I just need to actually do it. Okay, yeah, so what I'm thinking of doing is taking some of the pieces off this, so you can already see what happened. Basically, I tried fitting it onto my PlayStation because this cable was actually too short, and I ripped it. So what I'm actually going to do, because I don't know, I don't think this laser is going to be of use. I think it is, I mean, I could still save it, but it's just, I don't know. But what I'm thinking as a backup plan is, if I can't get this off, I'm going to swap that laser with this laser. And then I've got a couple of spare spindles, and so I can remove this spindle and replace it with a new one. So I'm going to do that. I might just try to break off. I'm just going to try to chip away at this. And no, that just popped out. See, they've coated the whole thing. The whole laser is coated with this. Okay, so I'm back, and unfortunately, that is not going to work. As in, I'm not going to be able to use the replacement disk drive at all because of its snapped ribbon cable. So I tried that. That's not going to work. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get this off. I think I've come to accept the fact that I don't think I'm going to be able to remove this paste off this laser, which is really unfortunate, because right now this is, I mean, I could try chisel away at it, which that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to use this hammer and something like this to basically chisel the paste away. But for now, I'm just going to leave it. I've ordered a replacement off eBay, a replacement laser. But for now, I'm just going to chisel away all the remaining paste off the case, and even on the shielding. This, because of this paste, it's got on the shielding and stuff. So I'm just going to do that, and then give the casing a clean, and then we'll come back to this when I have the new replacement laser. But for now, here's some footage of me chiseling away at this shielding. Let me flip it around this way. Okay, here we go. That's better. And then it's gonna be very interesting to do this. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's working. Doing some chiseling here. Something I never thought I'd do with a PlayStation 1. Chiseling away fucking hard-ass paste. I don't think this is gonna work at all, but I might as well try. Just gonna get this off the spindle. Oh. That's just lovely. Well, that broke. I guess that's a dud part now. Yeah, that's a dud part. Well, it was worth trying. But I've got plenty of spindles, so we'll be fine, but this is very sad. Bye-bye, spindle. Spindle gone. Spindle go bye-bye. Yeah, it's a bummer. Look, this is something that I always talk about when it comes to working on retro tech, and I tell a lot of people this when they ask me about it, is it ain't easy. It ain't an easy thing to restore tech. And there's always bound to be something that chips away or breaks, something like that, and then you have to get a replacement. But, and that's just one of the parts. Apart from that, this is actually looking good again. There we go. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it looked before, that's for sure. So that part is done. This shielding. Move that back over here. Now comes, I think, what is going to be the most difficult part, I think, is getting all this paste off of the ports, which I have to be very careful with. I mean, seriously, why would you do something like this? My theory was that someone was just coded it so they could just throw it out, or it was a parent who didn't want their kid to keep playing the PlayStation because video games are bad and scary. But I don't know about that. Yeah, I still don't know what this is. Like, what is this? What kind of paste bullshit is this? Okay, so I'm back, and basically I've cleaned everything. I got pretty much all of the paste off of the casing of the console, and as you can see right here, look at that. It's much cleaner now, and it actually opens up now. Now that I've pretty much cleared up all of the paste that was along the edges here, on here, basically all of it is gone. So, and it's looking really, really nice. I'm really happy overall with how this has come out. Now, it's just a matter of putting all of this back together. So screwing everything back in and, you know, having it ready for when the replacement disk drive arrives. So might as well do that now. So, we'll just start off. We've got all the screws basically on the logic board all done. Now we just need to put this shielding back on. Put it back here. There we go. And just have a cable thingy. This means to clamp the cable underneath. And just plug that back in. I've got to be careful with this because it's very fragile if I don't. There we go. And then now, just grab the screws and then just start screwing. Okay, there you go. Now, there are 2 extra screws, but I can't seem to find where, like looking back at the footage and such, where they actually went. So I'm gonna hold on to these just in case. But I think with the amount of screws that I've got currently, everything should still be fine. But now, I might as well show you guys. This is the port situation now. I had to use a drill, a very small drill head, to very carefully drill around the AV port. So that way I could safely clear it without damaging any of the connections on there. You may also notice that there was a bit of a crack there as a result, but you know, I was able to keep it intact. So yeah, unfortunately with projects like this, it's not always going to end perfectly in terms of like parts staying intact, but you know, at the very least, it got most of it off. I can't exactly get the paste off of this parallel port, but it should still work fine if need be. I highly doubt I'm going to be using the parallel port anyways, but you know, it's there if I need it, and if I ever need to replace it, I can just probably find a replacement somewhere. But yeah. Okay, so we are officially back on the project, and this arrived today. This is the replacement laser for this PlayStation 1, and we are now going to install it. We've got a CRT TV right here, just in the corner here, and once we have the new replacement laser installed, we are going to plug in the console, and we're going to test it with my childhood game, the definitive childhood game for me for the PlayStation 1, Crash Bandicoot. Alright, so let's get into this. So here's a little mini unboxing of this laser. What I expected for... Oh, and look at that. There it is. Replacement laser. So we're gonna open this PlayStation up. I didn't screw in the console just yet because I wanted to wait until the laser arrived. There we go. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks like everything's okay. Just pop this out. And let's plug her in. I just need to remember where it goes. Oh, I think I found it. Just check the pins to make sure. Okay, so it doesn't matter which side it goes in. There we go. There we go. It's one of these things where it's just always got to make sure everything's okay. And it looks like everything is. So let's close this up. I'll just put it back to sleep actually. But you know, it looks like a solid replacement. Now it's just a matter of seeing how the console fares. So let's just seal this up, hopefully, for a little bit. Now, if everything works out and everything's all good, I do plan on adding a mod chip to this PlayStation 1. So if you guys would like to see a video on that, leave it down in the comments section below, and I'll consider making a video. I might still make it anyways because of, let's just say, the state of my comments section. But yeah, let's screw this in, and then we'll plug this sucker in, and fingers crossed it works. Oh, this little cover fell off. That's okay. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. Okay. Also, sorry if I sound a little sniffly. I actually got the flu a week ago. Just a few days after I actually started this project. So that's fun. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, wow, we're getting very close to now seeing as to whether or not
this PlayStation 1 still works after all this time. And regardless of what happens, this video will still be coming out because, you know, regardless of the outcome, at the very least, there was quite a journey. And also lessons learned. Yep, that's going in tight. Now let's re-angle the camera and let's give this thing a test. Okay, everything's set up. We've got our PlayStation controller right here. I'm using the original as it's the main one that this game actually uses. And without further ado, I am excited and I am very nervous that this, after all this work, it's not going to work. But without further ado, let's do this. So, let's see what happens. Okay, lights up. I hear the disk drive spinning. It boots up. Okay, I'm gonna adjust the camera. It fucking works. Yes. Okay, all right. This is maybe a bit preemptive. Let's just see if it actually loads into the game. If it loads into the game, that's when we know we've got something good here. Okay, I hear it spinning. Black screen. Okay, it's loading. Come on, please. Come on. Yes! It works! Oh my goodness. It works. After all this time, the console still works. And it's now loading up my childhood favorite PlayStation 1 game, Crash Bandicoot. Oh, this is a victorious day. Oh, I'm so happy. But yes, we have a working PlayStation 1 that was saved from dental glue. And I have a new theory that this PlayStation 1 was in the condition that it was because of a vengeful ex. I think that's the theory. I think that's the most likely possibility of how this PlayStation got to the condition that it was. But we have not determined. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I am so happy. Yes. All right. So let's start a new game. So controller inputs work. I actually should have tested to see if the memory cards actually work. Oh wow, that's something I can quickly check in the console menu. But look, here we go. We've got Crash Bandicoot working perfectly. Fully working console. Saved from dental glue. And it's fully working again. Oh my goodness. Now this might actually become my new PlayStation 1, mainly because of the improved model. The fact that this is actually a newer model PlayStation, and with this particular revision model having more reliable disk drives, this might actually become my new PlayStation that I have in my collection. I'll still keep my childhood one around because that's got sentimental value, obviously. But that'll most likely be used as a spare. And also that is currently the only PlayStation that I have that is modded. But, you know, if you guys want to see another video on this particular PlayStation here, let me know down in the comments section, and I'll most likely do a video on mod shipping this PlayStation, which is legal in Australia, as a matter of fact. The process of mod shipping, that is. But yeah. Oh, this is such a classic. Oh, I'm so happy. Let's see if I've got enough skill to do this. Still got it. Hell yeah. I'm just gonna go back here. Now this is if I wanted to like 100% the game, which I currently cannot do, but I hope to achieve someday of 100%ing, like completing Crash Bandicoot 100% with all of the gems and all that stuff. Hope to do that someday, but we'll see. But yeah, it seems like console works perfectly. And oh, let's see. Okay, this is actually a good indicator. Okay, so the memory cards still work. The memory card slot still works. Let's save that in this spot actually. All right, let it save. Once it finishes saving, then we'll shut this thing off. And there we go. Oh my goodness, I am so happy. I am so happy that this ultimately worked out. Anyways, I really hope you all enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments section as to whether or not you guys want to see a part 2 where I add a mod chip to this particular PlayStation 1. If you guys have any questions, thoughts, feedback, etc., please leave them down in the comments section. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this in the future, then consider subscribing. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, stay safe and take care.